You're watching Action News Now. Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
Pretty cloudy overhead as we head into our holiday weekend. We're taking a live look out in Glenn County right now.
Yeah, so we're checking in with Chief Meteorologist Howie Gordon. And Howie, I'm guessing that the clouds are making the temperatures not as hot as they could be.
Yeah, that's one of the components for sure. They're blocking out the sunshine, but also the storm's responsible for some of those clouds, bringing some cooler air down, and then we're also seeing a little bit of that delta breeze, that cooler air out of the southwest. So one of the components for sure, meteorologist Alan Marsden. All right, so here's another shot out of Cohasset Hill. That is southwest. Butte County looking off towards the southwest. So yeah, more cloud cover than we've seen in quite some time, but it's going to be temporary. We'll start to clear off cloud-wise for tomorrow. All right, here's what we got. So increasing clouds, I have that on here, but mostly on the dry side. I mean, I got rain chances at a 15% chance. The same maybe for tomorrow afternoon. What does that mean? 85% chance or better that we stay on the drier side with most of that activity in the most northern part of the viewing area or the highest crest of the Sierra. All right, so cooling through Saturday, but then we start to warm up for Memorial Day. All right, we'll start off in the coastal range in the North Mountains, the same place. Temperatures, look at that tomorrow, only warming up to maybe into the lower 70s. Then for the Sierra Cascades, struggling to get to that 70-degree mark. So really all of Northern California on the cooling trend for tomorrow, and the higher you go up in the elevations, obviously the cooler the temperatures. Not always the case, but most of the time that is the case. Let's go a little bit lower though into the foothills on the ridge where temperatures in the mid-60s. Beautiful hiking weather. I just showed you the hiking bike. Maybe a little bit on that bundle upside if you're going really early where temperatures will be in the 50s. All right, so for the valley overnight, you might have to close that window for a period of time because the cooler air that is, maybe low to mid-50s, that starts to get in your place. That might be a little bit too cool for you. You might have to grab that extra blanket. But then for tomorrow, look at these temperatures where a week ago, or about 8 days ago, we were at about 98, 99, more than 10 degrees above average. Now, we're more than 10 degrees below average. So a 20-degree or so swing. So I think overall, though, with the sun out, that'll feel on the comfy side. And really the same situation applies for the Mid-Valley. By tomorrow, we warm up into just the mid to upper 70s and below average. Why? Okay, so the storm's dropping down from the north, providing the cloud cover Alan and I were talking about, and the cooler air coming down. Then you add the delta breeze, so a cooler day for this is still Friday, but for Saturday, eventually these storms will start pulling further away. And as they pull further away, we're going to start to warm, and then high pressure moving into the area as well. That will aid in it. So here we go. We cool down. We start to warm up. Look at Memorial Day. That's the warmest day of the weekend, but that warming trend continues right through the week. Eventually, look at that into the mid-90s by next week. But again, for the silver dollar fare, I don't think conditions could be any better, especially with Saturday in the mid to upper 70s this time of year. That should be nice and comfy to go out and get all those desserts and everything else out there.
I love it. All right, thanks, Howie.